David Corenswet's interesting way of dealing with the online hate against him as the new face of Superman will only agitate the trolls further. Hello viewers. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more videos. David Corenswet is all ready to take the world on a flight with Superman this summer. As one of the most anticipated movies of this year, the fan fervor around it has been insane. Moreover, fans have widely appreciated Corenswet's interpretation of the superhero from what glimpses they have seen in the trailers. However, things haven't always been this rosy for the actor. In fact, from the time his name was announced to be the one to take the mantle from Henry Cavill, he had been bombarded with criticisms left and right. Fortunately, after seeing the same thing being repeated with every new actor for a superhero movie for years, he had more than prepared himself for what was to come. David Corenswet recently appeared for an interview with Esquire regarding his debut as the ambassador for Boss the Scent. While the Superman star noted his pleasure in being part of such a renowned brand, his hope for the upcoming movie also shone through. Especially since he stated explicitly that the movie will feature some truly wonderful elements and performances. Moreover, he also hopes that people will realize, "I have lived up to expectations in this." His anxiety about the role is more than justified as the character has gone through multiple variations throughout the decades, from Christopher Reeve to the most recent Henry Cavill. Embodying a character of such a magnitude comes with its own complications. What made things worse for him, though, was the messy transition from Cavill to him that the majority of the fandom did not support at first. Hence, dealing with his own doubts on top of the criticisms must be tough. However, just like Clark Kent in the movies, he seems to be quite adept at juggling both without breaking a sweat. According to the actor, one of the things that aids him in this process is the thought, what intonation would Harrison Ford give to this sentence? Furthermore, seeing so many actors go through the same song and dance with the fans anytime it comes to taking over the role of a superhero has also prepared him for it. Interestingly, though, there is another reason he is able to power through the barrage of online hate he had been subjected to since the announcement was made that he will be the next Superman. "I like to grow and improve myself with criticism. I don't take it personally. Quite the opposite, it's a learning experience. And all actors must accept it as what it is in order to grow professionally." Well, his optimism seems to be worth it as fans have been loving every shot of him as the Man of Steel. Although he noted that his future, and by extension Superman's future in the franchise, is up to James Gunn. As the face of the director's dream project, fans can assume it is pretty secure for now. Although there had been more haters than supporters at the beginning, David Corenswet swept most of them off their feet with his flight as Superman. Fascinatingly, even his optimism about his upcoming movie is proving to be contagious now, as many people applauded him for his tact in dealing with trolls. While one fan pointed out that there will always be haters, another noted that Robert Pattinson faced the same thing until his The Batman performance stunned the trolls into silence. Someone else stated that since it's the state of social media, he was likely prepared for the worst of it. Another fan quipped that it must be the Snyder cult doing what they do best. It seems like the suppression of David Corenswet is only growing as the release date of Superman draws nearer. Fans seem extremely hyped up to witness what the summer release has in store for them. Only time will tell, though, how accurate Corenswet's predictions have been.
Cavill was born in Jersey, the largest and southernmost of the Channel Islands, which are dependent territories of the British Crown and are located off the coast of Normandy, France. He is the fourth of 5 sons of Marianne Cavill, née Dalgliesh, a secretary, and Colin Cavill, a stockbroker. The family lived in St. Helier, where Henry Cavill grew up playing computer games with his brothers. At age 13 he left Jersey to attend the Stowe School, a boarding school in Buckinghamshire, England. At Stowe, Cavill developed an interest in acting and participated in school productions, including Grease, A Midsummer Night's Dream, and Tom Stoppard's Dog's Hamlet. At age 16 he and his classmates had the opportunity to be extras in the movie Proof of Life, 2000, starring Russell Crowe. While on set, Cavill introduced himself to the recent Oscar winner who encouraged him to pursue acting professionally. Cavill soon landed a role in Vendetta, 2001, followed by another in Kevin Reynolds' big-screen adaptation of The Count of Monte Cristo, 2002. For the part of Albert Mandigo, Cavill, who has said that he was teased for being overweight as a kid, was encouraged to lose several pounds. In addition, Cavill had guest roles in a number of British television shows as well as supporting parts in the coming-of-age film I Capture the Castle, 2003, and an adaptation of the Celtic romance Tristan plus Isolde, 2006. During this period, Cavill auditioned for several iconic roles, including Superman and James Bond, which ultimately went to Brandon Routh in Superman Returns and Daniel Craig in Casino Royale, both 2006, respectively. Those setbacks led him to consider following in the footsteps of two of his elder brothers and joining the armed forces. In 2007, however, Cavill garnered his first leading role in The Tudors, a cable series following the exploits of Henry VIII, played by Irish actor Jonathan Rhys-Meyers. Cavill portrayed Charles Brandon, a loyal courtier to the king. The series helped make Cavill a familiar face, and during its 4 seasons, 2007 to 10, he also appeared in such films as the adventure fantasy Stardust, 2007, and the Woody Allen comedy Whatever Works, 2009. After The Tudors, Cavill proved his skill as an action star, playing Greek hero Theseus in Immortals, 2011, and the son of a CIA agent, played by Bruce Willis, in The Cold Light of Day, 2012. In 2011, Cavill announced that he had been cast as Clark Kent/Superman in Man of Steel, 2013. He later admitted that he had missed the call from director Zack Snyder offering him the job because he had been playing the online game World of Warcraft. To portray the Man of Steel, Cavill transformed his body, adding so much muscle that he sometimes split the seams of his Superman costume. He also had the opportunity to work alongside Crow, who played Superman's father. Jor-El. Cavill went on to reprise the role in Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, 2016, starring opposite Ben Affleck as Batman, and in Justice League, 2017, featuring such DC comic book heroes as Wonder Woman, played by Israeli actress Gal Gadot. In between Superman films, Cavill starred in director Guy Ritchie's big-screen adaptation of The Man from UNCLE, 2015, playing a CIA agent who teams up with a KGB agent, played by Armie Hammer, and in Sandcastle, 2017, portraying a Special Forces captain on a 2003 tour of Iraq. Cavill then played the main antagonist in Mission Impossible Fallout, 2018, the 6th installment of Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible series. In 2019, he assumed the lead role in the hit Netflix series The Witcher, based on the novels by Polish author Andrzej Sapkowski, whose sources include Polish mythology and Slavic folklore. Cavill played Sherlock Holmes, the elder brother of aspiring sleuth Enola Holmes in the movies Enola Holmes, 2020, and Enola Holmes 2, 2022. In 2022, Cavill had a cameo as Superman in Black Adam, renewing speculation that he was planning a return to the role 5 years after Justice League. Cavill confirmed the rumors in the fall, but a couple of months later he wrote on Instagram that the studio had decided to go in a different direction.